Yes, my queen, it's live now.
Professor Mila, it's up to you now. You can start.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Her Majesty, Queen Nadia. Thank you to all of you who have joined us this morning for this branding strategy, the first part that we're going to be having. Welcome to everyone. And I shall be sharing screen. One moment, please. Perfect. Creating your digital brand. Welcome to this course that I shall be providing on how to create a branding strategy online, which is so important. I hope you'll be able to see the screen that I'm sharing. Please remember to use the chat for those that are watching live. And any questions that you have, feel free to ask. So my name is Mila Zimunhu. I live in Spain. I'm a mompreneur, speaker, podcast host, and co-author of a bestseller saga for entrepreneurs. And I'm a mentor for online business owners and entrepreneurs that want to create a brand strategy online. And who do I work with? With anyone who wants to learn to create a brand online that is impactful, and that really works and attracts the right client or the right networking partner online. As you know, nowadays, everything is online, and we have a greater reach to be able to work with people worldwide and get our name known, our knowledge known, our skill sets, find jobs online, as well as create networking strategies and collaborations with people worldwide. So that is what I do. Now, I do not know how many of you have Facebook. I suppose most of you do, or Instagram. Now, we all know that those are two of the greatest platforms right now on social media where the majority of people can be found. However, it is also interesting to know which other platforms we can use to create a digital brand, which means what does someone say about you and what do you do when you're not in the room? So some of my favorite platforms are TikTok, Clubhouse, Twitter, LinkedIn. Definitely, if you're in the professional area, you need to create a LinkedIn profile to be seen as professional, and Pinterest. I'd love to know in the chat who already is using any of these social media platforms. You cannot hear me? Right. Is it better now? I might have problems with the sound.
You are audible, so you're audible. Please go ahead.
Right. Okay. We are all using those social media platforms. Perfect. Which one is your favorite? I would love to know. Most people would say Facebook, but
Facebook
really
and WhatsApp.
I beg your pardon?
Facebook and WhatsApp.
And WhatsApp. Now that is interesting that you mentioned WhatsApp, right? And all of them by the same founder. LinkedIn, Derek, excellent. Glad to hear that. Why do you need a digital brand? Because you need to be able to stand out. There will be lots of people in the same sector or industry as you who actually might not be using social media to create a digital brand yet. And that is what is going to make you unique. So you definitely need to work on creating a digital brand and think of it as the modern day curriculum vitae. We all have our CV, but nowadays that CV is going to be online. So it is important to make sure that when we are creating a social media profile, that profile is unique, sets us apart from others, and we're using it correctly. Very important. Yes, Dr. Rashid?
Kara Ahmed.
Good morning.
Good morning, good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen. Hello, everyone. I talk with you from Turkey.
From where? I beg your pardon?
From Turkey.
Ah, from Turkey. Wow.
Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you. Welcome.
No thanks for. This is my duty. You are welcome.
Thank you so much. Now, Dr. Rashid, which is your favorite platform?
My platform about economy. We export now from Turkey.
No, Rashid.
Energy.
No, تحكي لك which platform are you using in social media.
I'm sorry.
Professor Mila is a teacher of social media strategy and personal branding. And I just want to inform all of you that Dr. Rashid is our professor in economy. He's a professor in economy, and he will give teaching in economy to our people and in different languages. So it will be in English, in Arabic, and in Russian.
Nice to talk with you.
Likewise. And Yamin was saying that the platforms, especially Facebook and WhatsApp, exactly.
We used Facebook, WhatsApp, Telegram, many technology now, around the world. We're using any communication easily. Maybe Zoom, maybe Skype. Yeah.
Definitely. The question is, which one is the one that you need to concentrate on to really get your target market? And as each one of you is saying, there are so many platforms, and at the end of the day, we need to know which one we need to use and how to reuse the content that we are creating. Thank you so much for your comments, and please remember that the chat is where you can put your questions. So according to Global Web Index research, 53.6% of the global population uses social media on average daily for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Now, it is important to think that if people are using social media that often, how can we make sure that they are finding us and that we are really offering the best content to give them the best value and our skill sets and knowledge? It is so important that we know what we're offering to the people that we're seeing. So your main objective when creating your digital brand is to reach a high level of clients and create your income, whether it's daily or monthly. Now that will be from showcasing what it is that you do, what you know, who do you know, who are you connecting with online? Are those contacts really beneficial to you and your business or your network? And creating that brand strategy that really works. So who is your buyer persona? It's very important to know who are you targeting when using social media. until a few years ago, people were using social media just to connect with family and friends. Right now, that concept has changed drastically because we're looking more of a global way of getting our brand seen. But we need to know who is the person that we want to attract. Who do we want to buy from us, buy our services, our products, whatever it is that we offer, or if we're looking for a job, and lots of people have used LinkedIn to find jobs, what do they see about us that will make them stop and say, I want to know more about that person? Our objective audience are the people who are attracted to our profile. So we definitely need to show that our profile is professional. We need to get away from showing all the more personal stuff and maybe create a specific list of people who will see the more personal side of us. But definitely on the public side, we need to show the public how professional we are, what our skill sets are, and our knowledge. And the most important, how can we help them? We need to come from that aspect of who do we serve? Who are we willing to serve? And from there, we will create that objective audience, the target audience, the people that really are looking for us online. And an important factor that I always tell my clients is, who can be a collaborator? Who are these people that can help us gain more visibility online, that we can work with, that we can share visibility with their audience? Our audience also gets to know theirs. And that way we have a win-win situation where both parties really see the effect of working together, collaborating together, and showcasing their knowledge. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. Please feel free to put the questions in the chat. Does anybody have collaborators or is already working with collaborators online?
Yeah, we have.
Good. Have you found them?
We must get a smart person. We must work with the smart person, because now the technology, not hard work, smart work.
Exactly. Smart. Working smarter, not harder. That is definitely very important. And unfortunately, one of the problems with social media is that you can go down a rabbit hole, which means you will put on your Facebook, and instead of being the one creating the content, you are consuming the content of other people. So when we are creating our personal brand, we need to think, what am I actually doing on social media? What content am I going to create? And who am I attracting? So that your time is well spent and not wasted with the endless scrolling of social media. So it is important to create know, like, and trust when creating our digital brand. Know what is our knowledge and how can we offer it on the digital world. We know that there is blog content, there is written content, there is video content, and there's infographics. So how can we offer our knowledge using those types of concepts so that we can showcase our knowledge, our know part to our audience? Like, why is someone going to like us? Why are they going to follow us on social media? It is so important to know what is it that we want to offer so that people will say, right, I like that person. I'm going to share their content. I'm going to subscribe to whatever they're offering. Or people are going to search for us using Google search with our name to find out more about what it is that we do and in which other social platforms they can find us or share our content. So it's important for us to create that like concept with what we are offering as content. Trust. Now that for me is the most important. Why should someone trust what we are showcasing on social media? There is so much information going on in social media. We get messages with WhatsApp, there are messages, there are groups. Now, why should we trust the person who has sent that content? That is so important. We need to create trust factor. What is it that we're going to offer so that people will say, that person really knows what they're talking about and I can trust them and I can share that content. So we shall be concentrating on how to create the know factor, the like factor, and the trust factor when creating our social media brand, our personal brand, and our digital brand, which means wherever we are on social media, people will be able to connect with us, will know who we are, and will be more likely to recommend us. Any questions? Until now, has it been easy to understand how to create your brand on social media?
Understood.
Good.
Roger.
So we know that pictures speak volumes. With Instagram, people are looking at pictures practically. So we need to create amazing pictures. We need to create a brand that includes not only written content, but also the pictures that create impact, that will stop people from scrolling and want to know more. So we need to choose pictures that reflect what it is that we're doing, what our profession is, and use that a lot also with our social media, as well as videos. Right now, video content is top in creating a branding strategy or any content strategy online, and we need to be using that to our advantage. Communication. At the end of the day, everything boils down to communication. How do we communicate? Communication not only is what am I saying at this moment, it also involves what can I learn from you? What do you want to know? What do you want to learn? Am I effectively listening to what you're saying in this moment? So communication skills need to be developed in any industry. We need to be able to effectively convey and receive messages, whether in person, whether you're meeting a person via phone, you're talking via phone, sending an email, that email is coming back a lot. And on social media, are we communicating effectively? Are we transmitting really what we want to say to our audience? And is the other person understanding what we are trying to say? Are they really captivating our sentiments, what we want to communicate? So social media skills means that we need to know how each platform works. And each platform has their own style, their own system, their own algorithm, and it is important to know how to use it effectively. We need to train that algorithm to work in our benefit and not the other way around. As you know, Facebook, right now, it might be a bit hard to get more of the visibility that we might have seen about 2 to 3 years ago, with the fact that they're going more to paid ads, especially for business pages. But if you start using your personal profile the correct way and create that professional brand, you will be amazed at how you can connect with people using your personal profile. And I always say, your personal profile is the entrance to your house. It is where people will get to know you and find out if really they want to connect with you, they want to follow you, and they want to get to know you more. So we need to know how to use each platform correctly and use that to attract and repel anybody who we do not want to work with or who we do not want to collaborate with, because there's always two sides to a coin. Remember, we need to know who we want to attract and who do we want to repel. Content creation, and I think for a lot of people might be the hardest part, is really down to how can we entertain people and yet be knowledgeable? How can we educate people? And how can we get them to share our content? So that means videos, interviews, sharing other people's content that is of value and that we think that can help our audience, and really being skillful at connecting with people. At the end of the day, it's connection. Are we creating that connection that we really want with the people that we're attracting? Good morning from Italy, welcome. And the most important of all, consistency. You cannot create a content, a blog post or a video today and leave your social media for a month or two. You need to take the time, whether it's 15 minutes a day, or you can dedicate more time to your social media platforms and say, I'm going to create a schedule that works for me and that I can be consistent. If you need a break, take a break. But it is important that you have that daily access to your brand and create content, if not daily, every second or third day, but being consistent. And the most important part, the moment someone responds to what you have created, go back in and respond to them so that they can see that you care about what they shared, what they said, or how they felt about what you created. And also the platform that you're working in will see that you're being consistent and will show more of your content that you create daily or weekly, however you want to schedule your strategy. So we all have a goal in mind. I would love to know, what is your goal right now for updating or creating your social media strategy, your digital brand? Could be one goal, it could be three. But have one main goal in mind. It is so important, okay? To create a digital brand that's attractive and reaches the right audience, you need to choose the right platform. And as we commented in the beginning, there are so many platforms, but I would say choose 2 or 3 platforms where you're going to put your most effort, create brand new content, and in the other platforms, you will be able to reshare the content that you've already created to make it a lot easier to be consistent. So if you have chosen Facebook to create that personal profile that's professional, perfect. Make sure that you have created that schedule and repurpose the content that you're using in Instagram, for example, or repurpose the content that you have created in LinkedIn. If you're really going the professional way and saying, I am creating a network of contacts. LinkedIn is an excellent resource for networking worldwide. So if you're creating a personal brand in Facebook, wait a few days and then share that same content or create a video and put it up in LinkedIn. And you will be surprised at how you start generating more community, more contacts, and getting new people to connect with you. And that's how you're going to start creating your know, like, and trust and gain the right audience. It's all about connecting with the right people. And the most important, communication. Now, Jonas Sachs, who is a great business owner, said, your brand is a story unfolding across all customer touch points. Do you know what your client or your customer or your collaborator really wants? Write down 3 main questions that that person will want you to answer. And that way you will be able to create your brand. Find out what would be the 3 key questions someone will ask you when they meet you. If you've been to networking events, you would know more or less what people have usually asked you about you, what it is that you do, what services or products you offer, and create your brand story around that. Also, it is so important to have storytelling. What is the reason why you started what you started? Why are you doing what you're doing right now? Where do you want to reach a goal? What is your aim? Those are so important to be able to tell the right story when someone asks you, what do you do and what do you aim to achieve? And at the end of the day, your brand is a story. It is the story about you, who you are, where you are right now, and where do you want to be in the next 2 years, in the next 5 years, so that you will be able to help people see that vision while you're sharing your content online. So now we will be going to the questions that I would like to know what questions you have. And if anybody wants to know more about me, you have my website where you can find my digital magazine and an email if you want to connect. So now I would like to have questions. Let me stop sharing. I would like to know any questions that you might have about digital branding so that I will be able to create a content strategy for you that really suits your needs, what you really need to know about social media. Any, yes? And Dr. Kumar?
Yes, Sister Mila, actually, we are associated with Successful One. So, we want to make it as a brand. It's already a brand in many places, but we want to enhance this branding. And, what we are looking for right now in this COVID session, what has happened, the world has changed. They have either come online and their health issues are the major concerns. So what we are, thinking is, giving the help to the people through our brand. We create some products which people can sell online uh, through our platform. With the help of our platform, out of which we'll get a commission in Successful One, which will help us to, to consolidate in terms of spreading everywhere. So we want some products to add on now, and we are working on it. Her Highness Queen Nadia is already on the job, and she's working on some products like T-shirts, caps, and all, with a brand. This thing is what is going to happen. The part of the profit will be shared with the Successful One, and rest the person can have and earn the living daily.
Right.
Because many people today, they are out of jobs because of COVID situations. So this is what we are looking forward. I hope, my queen, this is the right thing what we are talking right now.
Absolutely, yes. We are creating a platform where everyone can join and sell also his product in our platform. And we have also created our own brand, like T-shirt and all that. And also something else where we are also putting our brand also, and especially my personal seal in diamond. So we are buying some cuff diamond, cutting them, putting the brand, and put it in for luxurious people, some royal families and all that, and people who are doing that. We are doing that to bring income to all our people, Successful One from the world, to help them also and to create an economic reality for them also. So we are also encouraging them to create a brand and come and also sell it in our platform. It will help them a lot.
Definitely. That is an excellent
But we need
idea.
help also. And we need your help how to push that, like a massive momentum or something like that.
Momentum, how to gain momentum with the platform.
Yes.
Now, that is an awesome idea. Having the platform that you've already created, which is Success World One, you're already able to expand worldwide, which is the main aim of this, to be able to help more people have access. Especially, I know that Queen Nadia has been working very strongly on getting people to be able to access more internet and be able to see the possibilities of learning online, which now, if you think about it, 10 years ago, who would have thought about learning online? And yet nowadays, it is one of the biggest features that there is, that you can learn online with your own time and get to learn skills or develop more the skill sets that you already have. Now, I was looking at Yamin, who sent me a message, how we serve our education for much people. How can we brand it digitally? Well, Yamin, you already see that this platform and this academy is offering the opportunity to people with a skill set to be able to share it to the world. Now, this is spectacular. This is an opportunity of a lifetime, I say, because you're able to teach, get your brand seen, as well as help a lot more people develop their skill sets. And right now, skill sets is an important topic for anyone, anywhere in the world. And the more people that you have with different language skills, the greater it is going to be that the platform gets to grow. So I think that is so important. Anyone else has a question?
Who are out of internet? How we provide them education? Who are out of internet?
Right.
Out
You
of
say
internet connection.
for
How
the
we
people
provide them service? Who are out of internet connection?
right, for the
Out
people
of internet connection. For the people.
without
Yes,
internet connection, you're saying, correct?
very rural people.
Yes,
People.
in
They not use
fact, some
smartphone.
countries, they cannot be connected and they don't have the network. For this kind of people, what can we teach them and how they can improve their income and show their product to the world?
Right. Now that is a very important question, because then the opportunity will be to download the videos that are being created, create either videos that can be taken with a DVD and a portable TV to those areas and be shown if there's no internet.
Sister Mila, let me handle this. What we are going to do, our physical presence will be there wherever we get, we need proposals for that. We can have our physical presence with our products in that part of the world, where you can tell, if you are capable of doing it, then you will be selling it in our name with as a representative of Success World One. So that is one of the solutions we can make on that.
Yes, and there's also one thing that we can also do is to find someone who has the internet, exactly what we are doing, for example, with one group in Nigeria, where there is one who has the internet. She has 170 young people, and she is just putting that in television, then everyone can learn. This is the solution, one of the solutions. We can also, for example, take some pictures create some posters and put that in the platform where they have the income. So they are not alone. There's always a solution that we can find for this kind of people. Just to find one who has the internet and he will do the rest. Right. To work in solidarity.
Right.
And I think, yes, Dr. Rashid, go ahead.
Yeah. Now I want to say something about how we can make marketing. We now need new generation, new power, young power, because I am very old. I respect every young people. Now the world economic going very fast. We need see how we put mechanism like mechanic to plan strategy about analyze the product and marketing and buyer and manufacturing. We need about through your media how we can make strategy about sell any product. Example, I give you example. Now I export Powerbull around the world. Powerbull drink energy, natural drink energy. We like Red Bull, but we better than Red Bull. Why? Because use the natural without color, without caffeine. We use sugar, natural sugar. But Red Bull used glucose because the glucose used some problem about health. You know, we now give the all people about health. You know, around the world, the health, that is big problem. When we get the quality, we can sell easily. And when them get the media very important, you know, how we can show my product around the world. Only through media. The media very important.
She will answer you. It's her expertise. She is in that.
My teacher now, he must teach us how we can put hand to hand and sell many things through this program with my whole group in this program. Thank you so much.
Dr. Rashid, you have a product that is a health product that would be perfect for the younger generation as well as the older generation. But let's focus on the younger generation who use social media hours on end. Your product, personally, I would advise you to find people between the ages of 18 and 25 to try your product, to create videos on TikTok. They're short videos that are 60 seconds, 15 seconds, taking the drink with a up-to-beat music, the trending music, and where people can look for your product online.
Yeah.
That's one of your fastest strategies of getting that brand known.
Of course, we have a strategy around the world. We start to work. We now export about 20 countries around the world. We have last year, in future, inshallah, we can export all the world around the world because we get the quality. The quality very important because health the person very important. We with the health, not with cells.
Health is one of the most trending topics right now, and you have an awesome opportunity of using a platform that is growing fast each day. So videos, the product, and who's using it, and who's enjoying it, and the benefits. What are the benefits of your product? And you've already mentioned quite a few.
We very interesting, you with us, with team, because you can teach us how we can make media around the world.
Well, that's one of the points that I will be bringing up in the next session, which is how to incorporate video strategy into our social media branding. Because at the end of the day, everybody wants everything right now, instantly.
Yeah.
And videos are the fastest way of getting seen. So it has to be part of your branding strategy. And a website. Do you have a website for that product?
Yes, of course.
Good. So that people will be able to know.
Reclam, everything we have now.
Excellent. And I mean, it's not an overnight process as well. That is one thing people need to understand. You're creating a brand. It will take a few days, a few weeks. And one of the most important things, who can you collaborate with? So if you find people who are into health, people who are into sports, that can help you promote that product, you get to be seen with their audience while you're also creating your own audience. So that is so important. That's why I always put networking as part of a branding strategy. Who are you connecting with? Who are you being asked to do interviews? If you see a magazine, an online magazine or podcast, which is another topic that we will be discussing, send them a message and say, look, this is a product that we're offering. This is a brand we would love to offer on your platform. Do you think that it is suitable to you? When can we talk? Simple. Ask that question. When can we talk? When can we discuss how we can collaborate? And you will be surprised the number of people that will say, oh yes, that interests me. Oh, it's a health product, perfect. Tell me more. And in this way, you start opening up to a wider global market, which is so important.
Yeah, we need a global market because because you are the best media around the world, I think, and very smart teacher. I am very glad to work with you.
Thank you. It is a pleasure to have you in this platform. Queen Nadia, you have your hand raised.
Yes, yes. Dr. Rashid, you have to come every week on Thursday morning and to listen to her teaching, because she will teach everything. And yes, Professor Mila, I want to ask you also one thing. So people, I am talking about that because, you know, you have some people, they don't have the finances to for example, to make some marketing for their product and all that. So for these people, they can also use TikTok and all that, and all the platform free. Why I'm talking about that, because we have with us, and I'm very happy that he is with us, we have with us Ishmael. And Ishmael is selling soap. So to help Ishmael to make his soap worldwide known, and then he can get some orders and all that. So Ishmael, please, I know that you are online. If you can intervene and ask your question to our Professor Mila, she's expert in all that. Ishmael?
Hello. Yes, I'm here.
Okay, perfect.
I'm paying attention to the question. I am paying attention to the questions being asked, and I'm following the class. I'll come on with the questions later on. So I'm following the class.
Okay, so Ishmael is selling soap in Ghana. He's from Ghana. And I am very happy because in our platform, we have people from around the world connected. So thank you so much. Derek, I think that you have a question for our professor. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much for helping us with these skills about running our brands and all that. But my question is this: how can you promote your business on an international level?
I think the sound has gone.
Yes, we can't hear you, Derek. We can't hear you.
Hello, sorry, I lost the connection. Hello, can you hear me?
It's very low, the volume.
Oh, actually, I lost the connection. Can you hear me now?
Yes, a bit better. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is that how can you promote your business on international level when you only offer local products? What is the advantage of promoting your business on a digital level while you only supply the local products specific for your country? How can you do that?
Okay, from which country are you speaking from?
Zambia.
I beg your pardon?
Which country?
He is from Zambia, Mila.
Ah, from Zambia.
Yes.
Neighbors.
I can answer him.
I was born in Zimbabwe, so I know Zambia. Beautiful country.
Can I try answer him? Can I answer him? Can I answer him? Can I answer him?
Yes, go ahead.
How can you expand your local product into the international market is by this social. Now we have social media, TikTok, WhatsApp, all over the world. That the status and everything that you can do to expand your business. But what matters most is your packaging, your branding, the packaging of the product. That will meet the international market, that will sell for you. So if you are selling local product, try and make it nice or admirable, that when you see the packaging, they'll love the product. That's what I can say for now.
There's also another point that is very important. Zambia is a growing economy, and a lot of the young people have cell phones, and a lot of the business people have cell phones. What is your product, Derek? Might we know?
Okay, thank you. So I'm into general supplies. Now looking at Zambia, we have a challenge to internet things. So I'm into general supplies where I supply computers, computer accessories, phones.
Derek, you're not audible. We can't hear you, brother.
All right, can you hear me now?
No, still very low. Or if you want to write it in the chat, go ahead.
Okay,
Right.
I'm sure my internet is now back. I can speak.
Now, yes, go ahead.
Yes. I'm saying that I'm into general supplies where we supply computers, phones, stationery.
Okay, so technology,
office tables and all that in the technology, because mostly people from Zambia, they don't have access to good.
Your internet has gone.
Good internet, because we only have to supply this space and find a space where we can become the powerhouse for Africa to supply with internet things like laptops and all that.
Right. And what if what you want to highlight is what is in Zambia? So I'm thinking of doing a marketing strategy that is the other way around. Instead of the product that you're serving, how can you showcase the businesses within your area or within the country once you start really developing your business strategy and offer it to the world? Because you just made the point that in Zambia, most people do not have the ability of having internet. Now, what if you, having internet, offer the ability for local businesses to get seen, whether it is locally, nationally, within Africa, that Africa is a huge area that is developing right now and that needs to be marketed correctly, and offer that service to be able to reach the whole world.
I can talk.
Yes, go ahead, Dr. Rashid.
Yes, the marketing in Africa, not a problem. Good market, good place, good people, but there is many problem. Why? What this problem? The product, you can see everywhere product. Not a problem about a product, but the problem, the shipping. Shipping very high, very expensive. Example, if I want export Africa, Ghana, example, 20 days and high, very high. Example, I give the box $6, one container, $5,000 shipping.
Yeah.
That is problem.
Makes the cost more difficult, but
Yes.
I'm sure that between
If
everyone,
the Africa country, he make Aleutian cargo cheaper, that is charter, you can get good marketing. Because people poor, how we can help people? We need help people.
that's why networking is so important.
Yes,
And that's
that
why
is big problem.
it is important to be able to showcase the products that are
And
being created.
another problem, the tax in board. We want export, but there is big high tax. Why? Nothing manufacturing, nothing product, nothing. I don't know how think the government.
Taxes. Well,
yes.
Now we've got ideas to brainstorm. How can we make this work? It's very important.
We must talk with the government. How we can help people. Example, people he need food. He pay tax for food, tax for shipping, tax
everything goes up.
Customer, 3 tax there is.
It makes it expensive.
Very
Definitely.
expensive.
Well,
that is big problem in Africa.
But it will change. It will change, Dr. Rashid. Don't worry for that.
People, yeah, we must help together.
This is why it's the seller. For example, you want to sell your product in Africa, so you need to find the best transit partner that will make it cheaper there. Then it will help. This is true. Even in Africa, they want to export. They want to export their product. The problem is not the export. The problem is not to buy from Africa also.
Yes.
The problem also is the taxes and the transport that is costing very expensive.
That is big problem.
Yes.
It's finding solutions.
Yes, we will find a solution.
Example, one buyer, he buy from me one container, $25,000. He pay $10,000 cargo. Why? Shipping
that
very
makes
high.
It makes it more expensive. But
more
it's a question of brainstorming and finding and creating a network so that there's import and export between countries. But at the end of the day, it's a question of finding the right network and finding the right ways of getting to help people in these different countries to be able to import as well as export. So important.
Can I address the high cost of shipping in Africa?
Go ahead, Emmanuel.
Yeah, I'm a licensed freight forwarder here in Ghana, and I handle a lot of I help people ship their goods out and also clearance. The problem in Africa with high cost of shipping has to do with the multinational shipping lines. In Africa, almost all the shipping lines are foreign owned, and they operate here with their vessels, their administration and everything. With Africa, like Ghana, for instance, we don't have our own national shipping line. If we have our own national shipping line, cost of shipping will be low, will be cheaper. But even as we speak now, we are fighting authorities to strictly control some of the charges that these foreign companies charge we the locals. Because of that, we are unable to compete with our export products in the international market. But when you are shipping, the cost of shipping from, let's say, US to Ghana is cheaper comparing it to shipping from Ghana to US. The same voyage, but different prices. So sometimes in order to reduce the cost, you deal with the professional, the local freight forwarders. They already have relationship with the shipping lines, and they're able to get a cheaper cost compared with different shipping lines, and they can get you a cheaper rate. Sometimes too, it's because of maybe the shipping line you are using, they don't have much volumes of traffic going to where your destination port. So they charge high. For example, if you are shipping to Asia, let's say China, and you're using PIL, it's likely you pay lower freight compared to a shipping line like Mexline or let's say MSC. Why? Because they have a lot of containers or volumes going to that direction. And with regards to the taxes, sometimes too, it's we the exporters, we don't give detailed description of our cargo so that we can use the best HS code to process the taxes. Sometimes they just give a general description of a product. Meanwhile, that description might let you pay higher taxes. So the person processing it will just pick any HS code and link it with your product. But if you are able to give a specific, a direct or clear description of your product, the local freight forwarder can help you get a good HS code that can help you pay the right tax or a less expensive cost of tax. So that is the little I can say about the high cost. And also the volumes you ship per container or per shipment also influences your cost. If you are shipping more volume, it's likely your cost comes down. If you are shipping just one container, it's more expensive than someone shipping 5 containers. So those are some of the issues.
Thank you. That is a very important part as well, knowing what we are shipping, the amount that we're shipping, and the different options available. And I think it's always important to be able to connect with people who are already doing import-export, to be able to see how best you can collaborate with them as well and share shipping costs. Because at the end of the day, if you do it by yourself, it gets very expensive. And for the person who's receiving it as well. So I think it's important to brainstorm. And one of the best places to find groups where there's import and export in different countries is LinkedIn. I've definitely found groups that network and help people find out what the regulations are and find out the best ways of reducing those costs. Because at the end of the day, you want a win-win situation, not that one is losing out and the other one is gaining. Business needs to be laid on trust and being able to do more business with people. Because if my first shipment from wherever is expensive, I will not repeat a shipment. And that's a sad thing when the product is good and you think, right, how can I get the best for the money that I'm going to spend and the product that I'm going to receive, or the product that I'm selling, and the recommendations that people are going to say, because that shipment arrived, it wasn't that expensive, and these people were happy with the product. So I think it's also a point that should be discussed and brainstormed within the platform. I know that Queen Nadia is taking notes and will be definitely finding ideas to help all of you. Now, another thing that I wanted to ask, before we finish for today, is, think that Dr. Kumar, you did have your hand up previously.
Yes, because Dr. Rashid was telling about the shipping costs and all. One of my recommendation will be, you choose which country. There are sometimes free trade zones available, free pacts. Like in different countries, they have signatures like this country to country, there's no taxation. So that can also, we can choose the country which is to be targeted. Secondly, if you feel that this country has a real potential, like India, Red Bull is doing a great job in India. So I will suggest Dr. Rashid, why don't you collaborate in India to put up a plant here with some local source?
This is what we are doing, Raj, when I sent you this message today.
Now I collaborate with the Indian customer. We have many buyers from India, but we maybe new start with the India. The problem about Africa, what the problem? I told you, shipping, the bank transfer, that is a problem. Transfer from Africa to, example, Turkey through Dubai. Why? That is big problem. You understand what I mean, brother?
Yes, I do understand.
Yes, because they have a correspondent bank.
I wish the page around the world. I love all people around the world. I haven't different between color. We together one. I love African people because I see in my heart. You understand me? I'm sorry, maybe my language, I cannot explain more. But
so we understand your feelings, yes. Please go
ahead. I need help African people because African people, poor people, I'm sorry, smart people. I give you one example. If you want buy player, you go Africa. Around the world, football match, the player, best player, African people, smart people, but nobody support African people. We need support African people, brother. Not all thing money. We must feel the poor people. We must help poor people. There is many children. We must learn these people.
The problem, Dr. Rashid, Africa is not poor. I want just to correct that. African people, they are not poor. They are the most richest people in the world, but they are not exploring their riches. And this is why it has to change. And this is why we are here and teaching the branding. Yeah. And this is why we are here all together. And this is why our Professor Mila is teaching how to give to everyone a chance to create his own business and create his own branding, and how to do it, what to use, what is the platform and the network that we can use to help all the people, because Africa is in our blood. It's flowing in our blood. They are not poor, Brother Rashid. They are very rich.
I don't mean poor
and
people,
we are,
but there is
we are
many
we
people.
are here to help to help them to rise up and create their own business. And this is why we are all here together. Not only Africa, but also India. India also has big talent. And in different countries, we have big talent. And this is why we are all here. And today in this platform, we have people from around the world listening to the teaching of Professor Mila, because they all want to learn how to rise up and get out from the, let's say, the poverty of the mind, because no one was teaching them how to do it. It's only about education, and knowledge is your freedom. And this is why we are here. We are not making any marketing for anything. We are here to help everyone. This is true, Dr. Rashid. There's a big problem between the banks and all that, because they are all using a corresponding bank. You know, if, for example, in Turkey, your bank, I'm telling you that because I am also an expert in finance. If your bank is opening a key of correspondence with the Bank of Africa, the bank in Africa won't have the possibility to go through an intermediary as a corresponding bank. They can correspond directly. This is what is making the rate of the bank, the transaction and the asset that the bank has. If African banks are putting gold that they have or other assets in the bank, they will have the best rating in this world. And if like the European banks are opening the key between them, the key of commerce key, it will be easier. So, Brother Rashid, you know, you will say to your bank to open a key with the Bank of Africa, and it will solve the problem. They won't have to go through Dubai or anything, because they will open a key directly to deal directly together. This is the solution of that, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I think that is an excellent point. And I mean, imagine we are right now let's 18, 20 people. Now, if each and every one of us would find out what the other person does, what the other person is good at, and we were able to transmit that to our audience, whether it's online, in person, and say, I was on a Zoom call yesterday. In that Zoom call, I learned these two aspects about social media strategy. I met other people from other countries who work in such and such, or who are helping people in such and such. Now, within all this circle of 20 people, can you imagine how many people we would be able to reach?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, that's what we should be focusing on as future leaders, as already leaders. How can we help the community that we already know get to know more people? This is part of a branding strategy. The minute you come into a Zoom, what do you have written down? Your name? Do you have a website? The name of your product that you want to share? And that way you will be able to create those strategic connections of networking and get someone to say, oh, I remember so-and-so asking me the other day about a product from Turkey, for example, Dr. Rashid. Let's give you an example. And that person would love to know more. Would you mind if they put themselves in contact with you?
Mm-hmm.
You already have a connection. You have a stepping point. And I think that is so important right now, that we create those connections. And for the people that don't have internet, it's a question of saying, right, what are you offering? In Africa, I was born in Zimbabwe, so I know how Africa works. And Africa has a potential that's enormous, spectacular. The problem is they need to learn how to find the right people to promote them, how to help them to export, and what do they really need to import? Because sometimes we might be importing things that we don't need, which is also another point. So what do they need help in? And how can we provide it? And that's why I was thinking over what Derek commented before. And I put in the chat, think of 10 products that you think would be important for your community, for the people that you know, and find out how you can obtain those products, but also how can you help those people that you already have in your local community get to be branded? How can you offer that service and say, right, you're selling soap, or you create handmade products like the beautiful sculptures or whatever. How can I help you get to be seen locally, nationally, globally? By offering that service and them producing, they have a skill set. Show that skill set, because they might not have money to get what you call it, a internet line, but you have that opportunity of saying, I will showcase you. Those little things can help a lot to grow a country. Dr. Rashid?
Yeah, we have now a big strategy in Ghana. I want open lane directly from Turkey to Ghana shipping, because many buyers from Africa, we need make center in Ghana. Through Ghana, we can give another country around the Ghana. Maybe when shipping, not a 20-day, maybe 10-day, that is better, and not expensive. That is better for buyer. We study about this project. I mean, maybe in New Year we start this project.
Good.
That is my strategy now. We study this work. Maybe God help us, inshallah. We wish succeed together.
Perfect. It's a question of brainstorming and getting more ideas and using the best ideas and trying. It's a question of trying and seeing if it works. Now, Sana Khan just commented saying that I tried to search for volunteers, but when they see it as a foundation, a non-profit organization, they think we have lots of funds. So they start asking money before they do something for the organization. I think one very important point that you need to put, whether it's written, whether it's on social media, state what does a non-profit organization do, very important, and that people understand that you are not going to be donating money, you're not going to be paying them, but that you can help them in certain areas. And you finally said, so tell me how to get volunteers for social media and website. Right. Now that is a very interesting point that I will be looking into, of how you can brand a non-profit organization, but it will always be on the fact of who are you helping, who are you serving, what are the benefits of joining your non-profit organization, and highlighting you are a non-profit organization. But these are the benefits of being part of that organization. Who can you network with? Who can you contact with? Who can you collaborate with? Because then that way they will see the benefits of joining you, and that you're not going to be paying them anything. However, you will be providing them with the opportunity of getting seen. I hope that answers your question, Sana. Queen Nadia, is there anything else you wish to highlight before we finish?
Yeah, it's just a wonderful course, and I just admire you, and thank you so much for teaching us. We are learning a lot, and it is just a big opportunity for everyone, just to help the people and say, hey, guys, yes, you have degrees. Yes, you have a lot of things and you can't find a job. Doesn't matter. Create it. Reveal the best talent that you have and create your own business. No matter what you decide to do, it may be in an NGO association, it may be business or anything, you have the possibility to deliver your talent to the world and just live also from what you are doing. So this is really amazing. And also, we will help also Dr. Rashid, because I had a long conversation with him this morning, how to help his brand also to go all over the world. So a Successful One is also helping Dr. Rashid all over the world. And Dr. Rashid, we have a lot of people in our organization in Ghana, so they will also help you there, and we will also do several things with you and marketing everything. It will be just great also for different countries, and it will bring them income. It will bring them an economic reality. So Emmanuel is one of us, and we have also Dr. Kelvin and a lot of people in Ghana. So it will be just great. We can also negotiate with the banks there in Ghana. So we are here to help you. And this is the platform of the people. We are one, like you said, and we are here to help one another. And also to just learn from the expert of branding and all that, like our Professor Mila, who will teach again how to make the videos and how to improve your business, how to improve everything, even for our sister Sana, who is fighting for autistic children, and she needs some volunteers to help her. So we invite all of you to come back next week at the same hour and to learn more again and again. So I thank all of you for being here today with us. And the final say is to our Professor Mila. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Queen Nadia. It has been a great privilege for me to be able to enjoy this session of coaching with all of you. And for those on YouTube as well, please remember to put your questions in the comments, and we'll be able to go through them again and highlight them and answer them in the following sessions. As for all of you online today, please remember that for next week, I would love to be able to see one of your social media profiles, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram, and give you a quick audit, okay? I would send you a message and say, right, these are the 2 points that you could get a better vision or describe your brand. Maybe you're not in a business, however, your brand is you. So at the end of the day, your personal brand is who are you serving, who do you want to connect with, and from there, attract the right people to you. At the end of the day, communication and connection is what we are doing with a brand. Thank you so much to all of you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mila. I wish make meeting B2B with the buyer and customer and manufacturer like this program. In this program, if we can collaborate with the people or with the chamber or with the customer.
Well, Queen Nadia,
yes.
topic we could choose
yes,
is
Dr.
networking.
Yes, Dr. Rashid, we will organize that. Don't worry. We can organize that.
And I invite everyone in this program, visit us in Turkey. I am very happy to meet everyone in Turkey.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And don't forget to join next week.
Inshallah.
You will learn more.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you so much. Thank you, Prince Painope, who is with us from Indonesia.
Thank you, Prince Pai. Yamin from Bangladesh, you wanted to say something?
Namaskar. No. No, thank you. Thank you all.
We thank our people from Bangladesh, Pakistan. We have Indonesia with us. We have India, Turkey, Ghana, Nigeria. Wow, we have we have Spain. So it's a international platform. So thank you for being with us. I wish you a wonderful and blessed day. Thank you. Bye-bye. We have also some courses this afternoon. So people who wants to join us, it will be great also. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.